Hello everybody, and welcome to the 4th episode of BORDERCRAFT, where in between these two episodes, I managed to get my hands on something. Voila! It's an elytra. Oh yes. So in between these last two episodes, we went to the end, which is like right up against the border in that direction. We got there, and we killed the Ender Dragon, and then we went to go get a End City, where we then proceeded to get lots of shulker boxes, some shulker shells, and 3 elytra total, which are going to be split between the 4 of us. I'm getting one because I got the elytras. And the other 2 are for the other people, however that's going to get split up. Well, the first thing I do want to do, though, is I want to do some exploration of the border because I haven't seen a lot of this stuff from up above yet. Like, this looks really nice. And it's really cool to see those cracks in the ground. I just kind of want to see everything, and also I can get a better eyes of exploration going on. Like, I just found some spruce over here, which I didn't realize was even here, but I did know that there was this biome along the edge that Nathan had found. So we have this that we can dig into, and I'm excited because I've been needing spruce wood / trees for quite a while. There is an alternate purpose to this exploration, though, and it's that I'm actually in need of flowers because we have these shulker boxes now, but they're not colored, so I need to, like, organize them by color. I've already got gray and blue because those are pretty easy to grab, and I also just happen to have this guy, what's his, Azure Bluette in my inventory, and that gave me light gray dye. So I just need to go collect as many flowers / flower types as I can find. And I'm also going to explore, see if I can find any nice biomes or structures that I didn't see before. And then, yeah. Unfortunately, it's looking like we have a lot of repeat biomes. I've seen a lot of jungle. I've seen now this is I think this is a separate dark oak forest to the one that I originally saw. And I've been seeing a lot of, just biomes that we've already seen, like acacia and whatnot. So it's kind of unfortunate that it's that way. Hopefully there's something, at least, anything new in here. I'm also kind of hoping to see some coral reefs, but have not seen anything of the sort yet. But hopefully we will see that sometime soon here. So this is kind of what I was hoping to see, is something like this, where I can probably make an ice farm in the future. Because I think that in these biomes water will freeze, and this is okay enough for me to get that going, I think. And this is a pretty cool village. That's cool. I like that. And it's pretty spread out too, it's all over the place. I'm gonna sleep here so I can get a better look at it. Alright. Yeah, look at that. That looks pretty cool. I like it. These beaches are good because sand is a very limited resource. I was really hoping to see some kind of, desert come up, but they just don't seem to wanna be here. I keep looking for deserts. Is that a shipwreck? I think that's a shipwreck. I keep looking for deserts and just can't find anything, so that's kind of unfortunate. And nothing. The problem is sand is, all along these coastlines, right? So we can harvest it. But if we harvest it, then that makes the coastlines kind of look a little worse, for one. And for two, if we use so much concrete that we eventually run out of sand, then there's no real way to get it other than through wandering traders, and that is barely a renewable resource, if you ask me. I didn't even realize, but Lexi had already gathered some flowers that I could probably have stolen. Oh well. Okay, so now I want to keep working on this, but I think I want to use some spruce wood because I think it would be nice to use some spruce wood on the second floor here. So I'm going to do some harvesting of these spruce trees real quick that we just got, and then I'll get to building. Alright, so I got all the wood together. I got probably about a shulker and a half worth of wood. Let's see what I can do here. I want to try and bring this out. So I think if I do something like this, maybe go out 4 blocks, we'll see. I think that might be... I think that'll be good. Yeah, okay. I think that'll be good. So I'm going to bring it out a couple blocks each. So I'll go up here. Come on. There we go. Then I'll want to do that over here too. So I think it was 4 blocks, right? And I'll do one more right here. 3, 4. So now I think I got to connect these. I might want to actually do it one up because I want to leave space for this plant here. Or do it... That'll still leave space for the plant. Never mind. Okay. So I think if I bring it out, and then I'm going to want to use something in here, and I'm probably going to use just spruce planks, but I might switch it out. I don't want to use mud brick for the balcony. I also might bring the balcony over through there too. Okay, and then I think with that there, we got to bring this pillar out just a little bit, at least on the side. Do that. Let's get this one too. I think that'll be nicer as well. I don't know how much I like the spruce there. I'll leave it like that for now. And then I want to go put, I think I'm going to put spruce fences along the side. And let's take out this last bit because I think that I want to keep it about this size. And the wall's going to come over here. I don't have mud on me right now, but so I'll just do this. So I can get an idea of how thick this will be. Yeah, 3 blocks, that should be good. And then there'll be a little bit of extra space here through what'll, like a little bit of extra space from the fence. So let's see how that looks on the bottom. I think that's okay. I think I need to put something there and then maybe something along the bottom there, like maybe some trapdoors. Let's see. I don't think spruce trapdoors is what I want to use. I'll use dark oak. So let's just put it, we'll say, on either side of this plant here. And I might have to move them closer together a little bit. Let's put that like that. See how that goes. I don't think it's terrible. I think it's not very... I don't know how much I like it, but we'll see. I think I want to put the rest of it there. And I want to see how it looks once I have the rest of the building here as well. So I'm going to have to build up another level of wall. And then I have to build a roof still. With the night view, I think it doesn't look too bad. I think once we have the rest of the building here, it'll start to look pretty good. Alright, so on the inside here, I've built up a walkway to meet the outside, and I haven't built a staircase up yet. I'll probably put it straight in the middle here. And I'm starting to realize that I don't know how much space I'm actually going to have for the library in here, but we'll see. But this will be, I think this will be okay. I might put like a garden here or something. And then I think on this side, if I come over here, I'm going to probably have a window here in the middle, wherever the middle is. And there'll probably be a nice tree here. I might put a spruce tree here or something like that. But I kind of fell immediately into the trap of building things out of spruce and everything out of spruce. So hopefully this won't be too bad. I think it's better to have spruce up here anyways, and something else, even if I don't end up using the jungle. Something else on the bottom, just because it's kind of, it gives like a, it doesn't, I don't know how to phrase it, I guess. I guess it doesn't draw your eyes as much as this downstairs will. So I'll probably put a staircase over here. Let's just, like, plot that out real quick. It'll come around here and probably be around this thick. Probably one less thick, but... So that'll be, like, the staircase. And then I'll probably have rows of bookshelves back here. And then probably in each row of bookshelves... I'll have a villager that sells something, or 2 villagers, or 3 villagers, or whatever, right? But at the end of the bookshelves, I'll basically have villager pods up against the wall here. And I think that'll be good. And then under here, I'll probably do a staircase that leads down here. So I kind of did a little bit of the interior here. I've got this reading booth. Excuse me. I've still got some of my like scaffolding done. It's kind of like difficult working with these looms because you have this like top spot which you always need to cover. And I figured if I did like this, then that would look weird. And that looks weird. So I'm trying that out, but I'm not too sure. And there's a lot of dark oak trap doors here, but I think it's fine. I'm kind of using like dark oak as like a highlight, or I guess like the opposite of a highlight. And then here's where the villagers are going to go is at the end of these. I'm going to build basically a bunch of villager trading spots, a little bit decorated. I'm probably going to build another booth here, and I don't know what I'm going to put on this wall yet. It's a little bit too thin to do like books or anything here, so I don't know about that. And then up here, I'm going to probably do some more reading booths and then maybe some shelving as well, like just a little bit of small shelving, like maybe something like this or something to show like, you know, this is a display of books. I think what I need to do as well is over here, I'm going to build like a little bit of a till. It'll look something like this. I think I have to use dark oak on this one. I do have it in my inventory, good. So do something like this. And then probably going to want to strip this. Probably put some lecterns here. Kind of make it look like there would be... Well, I will put a villager in here, I think. I'll probably put them below on slabs or something like that. I need to make sure that the villager can't get out. And then here, I don't know if I want to turn this into a pillar or if I just want to leave it be. I've got a pillar right there and right there. Oh, I've got a light up in here. I didn't even realize that there's some spots in here that they can spawn. But yeah, this is like looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna start getting the booths ready and maybe move some villagers in here. Okay, so I'm wondering, essentially, let me get rid of these so I don't screw up the test, if I can put a villager into that. Let's break this. Nope, nope. Okay, never mind. Okay, so it turns out I'm a little bit dumb. You don't actually need beds for the villagers. I think I only ever got used to putting beds here because I didn't want to have to like actually put them in. I never used to use rails. I just put beds there and then they would like go to their spot. So what I can do instead is I can just remove these and just put them in there. All right, so this should be good, just like this. And I'll probably set them up with their trades right here. I might put, actually what I should do is I should drop this down by 1 so that they can't get out, and then I can have them fully open if I wanted to. All right, there we go. So this should work fine now. I don't know, oh, he got the loom. That's what that was. Okay, so now these guys are both connected to these lecterns. So that's kind of going to be how I do the trades. And I'll just leave those guys there for now. And I'll start carrying back some of the guys I've already gotten trades for because I think that'll be a bit easier. But I think this will work. I don't think they'll phase through. If they do, then I guess I'll just have to work with that. But it looks like it'll be fine, I think. Alright, so I got all the villagers in here. So I've got the birch trapdoors as like the roof. For now I've got these dark oak here. I might keep them, but for now they're just here so that I can do some trading with these guys and be replacing the lectern. Some of the guys on the right side here, unfortunately they kind of got mixed in a little bit. So this guy needs trading. This guy probably needs trading. I took out the looms because the villagers were getting distracted. This guy's already done, so I've got mending, looting, respiration. I took the ones that already had like 2 or more enchants. So Curse of Binding, Efficiency 5, Respiration 3, and I think, yes, Feather Falling 4, Multi-Shot, and yeah, just Multi-Shot there. knockback 2, piercing 4. So I've got quite a few enchants already. But I think now, after we go over here, yeah, we've got... Ooh. That's really good. Hold on. That's insane. I need to get the ender chest. I don't have emeralds in there, dude. No. What am I doing? Okay, one of these is going to have emeralds in it. Or none of them is going to have emeralds in it. I'm going to be so upset if I lose that villager. I'm going to lose that villager. Emeralds. Was it you? Or you? Smite 5, okay. Do I want Smite 5 actually, now that I think of it? It is a 1 emerald trade. I think I'm gonna take it. Just because it is 1 emerald. Alright, well, I think I've done enough work on the library for this episode. I don't want the whole thing to be taken up by just me building the library. So I think I'm gonna split it up, and I don't think I'm quite ready to build the inventory system down there just yet. I think I still need a couple things done, and I kind of want to have the building finished first. Instead, what I want to do this episode is conquer a problem that plagues every survival series, and that is, the inventory management. So part of what I want is I want to have my ender chest sorted out immediately, right? I want to make sure that my ender chest is almost always going to be completely organized. And the second thing is I want automatic storage and retrieval for groups of items. So basically what I want is I want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be one grouping, and then everything in this group will be respondent to a redstone signal. So I can press something, and then a minecart will come and grab a stack from each of these chests, and then return it to a spot where it'll fill up a shulker with it. And the idea is that I can hook up 5 sets of 5, so 25 slots worth of items, and have them all focus back into a shulker based off of what the shulker is. So I can have 25 different redstone components, 1 stack of each, fill up the chest, right? And all it has to do is confer with my main storage system, right? And it'll say, okay, give me group 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it'll give me, say, in group 1, there'll be redstone torches. Here, let me grab my redstone shulker. This will be easier. So redstone torches, redstone blocks, then we'll say pistons and sticky pistons, and this would be group 1. And so when I say give me group 1, it'll give me these 5. Then when I say, okay, give me group 2, it'll give me, say, repeaters, droppers, observers, comparators, and hoppers, right? And so what I'll do is say give me group 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? And I'll be left with 2 blank spots. And then I can do that for each of my different item shulkers. So I'll still have like 8 junk shulkers here because there's a lot of like resource collection in survival mode. And that means that I always want to have some empty shulkers on me, but it would be really nice to have a lot of my mainly used materials, such as redstone components, different woods. I could have a shulker full of different woods, and then say like my building shulker, for instance, I could have filled with maybe the different kinds of terracotta or something like that. Or I could have like redstone 2, give me all the different kinds of terracotta. It's whatever I want to have that sorted out into. But the problem is with this system is I'm going to need a lot of shulker boxes, because for mass items like stone, I'm going to need shulker loaders and sand and gravel. Although sand is actually going to be a pretty limited resource in this world because there's no easy way to get sand. The only reason it's renewable is because you can trade for it with wandering traders. So I won't be getting a lot of sand. But like say, I'll probably want a shulker storage for iron. And maybe food, depending. But there's going to be a lot of that stuff that needs a lot of shulker boxes, which means we're going to need a shulker farm, because otherwise shulkers are very limited. I've always procrastinated making shulker farms in the past. And the reason for me is, like, they're super finicky. I hate having to deal with, buttoning every single spot that the shulkers could go to, and then, missing one, and then they teleport to that spot, and then it just ruins your whole day. So what I did this time is I'm going to just build from a design of someone else and just use that design for at least the basic overworld functions. I think if I really want to try and make a really efficient shulker farm for expanding the borders purposes, then I'll probably have to design my own. But for the meantime, I'm just going to use a design from Ending Credits linked in the description. And this is that design. I'm in my creative world. This is a single dimension farm. It's not too big, and I think it has like a really high shulker rate, especially for an overworld only farm. I think it's like 500 an hour or something like that, or maybe even more. But I'm going to build this in survival world just above the creeper farm. So this is where the farm should fit. It should fit right on top of this creeper farm here. And that way, whenever you're in the spawn area, it should be loaded. So when you're over here, it should be loaded. Whenever you're down there or doing anything, this should be loaded, right? Whenever you're AFK, anywhere that can activate this iron farm, this should be loaded. And same with the creeper farm. So I think that this is a good idea to just have right over there. I don't think it will seriously affect the creeper spawn rates. If it does, like, I don't really care, because the creeper farm is really only there to provide passive gunpowder. It's not like... If I cared about efficiency, I would eliminate the possibility for, like, spider spawns here, but I haven't. I've just left it for spiders and creepers, because we could also use the string. So it's not like I'm using it to fill BP or anything like that. I don't need high efficiency from this. I just need it to be capable of providing for the server. Also, I've been looking for this shovel for ages, and apparently it's here. But I've already made a new one, so who cares? Yeah, so I think I just looted this recently, or I haven't like done any AFK sessions recently, so it doesn't have much in it. But one night of AFK will give you like 1 double chest worth of string and 1 double chest worth of gunpowder. That's not too bad, considering that'll last me a really long time. So, off camera, I went and gathered all the materials I'm gonna need for this build. And some of them are stacks when they could just be like, 8 observers or something like that. Got a bunch of scaffolding, and I've got a bunch of stone brick slabs, and this should be enough to build the farm. So, let's do this. Well, that was disappointing. I didn't even think about the fact that snow golems couldn't spawn in a savanna biome. It never even crossed my mind. So I guess I have to move it, the whole farm, over to probably underground over here, because I don't want anything over here. Sorry, I should turn down my FOV. I don't want anything over here to be like above ground and ugly. I would like it all to be like nicely done. So I'm probably going to put it underground, like maybe behind the library or underneath the library or something like that. Somewhere where it's going to be out of the way and I know it's not going to conflict with anything. So like I don't want it to conflict with Lexi's basement here, right? And I know she's planning on moving it down this way, so that's to the east. So I don't want it to conflict because it's a fairly big structure. I don't want it to conflict, so I can't put it over here. Besides, it would probably hit the savanna over there anyways. In between the next 2 episodes, I'm probably going to build the shulker farm over here and hook it up with shulkers and snow golems and all that and have it functioning. I'll probably do that on stream. So if you want to catch that, make sure you go to the TheWickedTyrant's live section on YouTube and you'll be able to catch me there building that, just chilling. Maybe listen to some lo-fi while you're doing it. Until then, though, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. Don't forget to comment. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.